Hi, guys. So let's do some practice here on symbiosis. Okay, let's keep practicing. It's all about what type of symbiosis is in these organisms and the relationships. So either dry erase board in your head, sheet of paper, or a Google Doc. You can either write M, C, or P as I read these examples. Number one, in Africa, crocodiles lie with their mouths open. A small bird called a plover flies in the open mouth of a crocodile and feeds on the meat stuck in that crocodile's teeth. The crocodile does not harm the bird, and the bird gets a meal. What type of symbiosis? Mutualism, they're both benefiting. Commensalism, one benefits, the other is not harmed or getting anything from it. Or parasitism, one is benefiting and the other is harmed. Okay, so the relationship is the crocodile, okay, and the plover, that bird. So that bird gets food and the crocodile gets its teeth cleaned, right? So is this mutualism, commensalism, or parasitism? It is mutualism. What a good friendship, right? They're both benefiting. Number two, a white bird called an egret is often seen near herds of cattle. The birds stay in that pasture near the cows. The egret, that bird, eats insects close to the ground. The insects fly around the cows as they walk past. The cows, this is important, pay no mind to the birds. They're not bothered. They're not getting anything from the birds. That's very important. So read that again and think, is it mutualism, commensalism, or parasitism? Birds get insects, which is what they eat, and the cows are getting nothing. It is commensalism. Hopefully you wrote that C there, commensalism. Number three, leaf cutter ants use pieces of leaves to build their nest. Four-eyed flies attack the ants and lay eggs in the ant's head. When the eggs hatch, the fly larvae burrow into the ant's body and feed on the ant's body until it's dead. So the ant is hurt, right? It ends up dying. Okay, so think about that one. Oh, poor ant, huh? The fly, think about the relationship between the fly and the ant. Is it mutualism, parasitism, or commensalism? And it's parasitism. Number three is parasitism. Number four, zebras are often seen with birds called oxpeckers. These birds feed on the ticks that also live on the zebra skin. Okay, the zebras are actually giving the bird two things, right? Kind of a place to hang out, and they're getting food, the ticks. Do we want ticks, ladies and gents? Do we want ticks? No, right? So the zebras are also getting something from the oxpeckers. They're eating the ticks. So is this mutualism, parasitism, or commensalism? It is mutualism. Mutualism, they're both benefiting, right? Number five, in tropical forests called flowering plants called orchids grow on tree trunks and branches. While growing high in the trees, orchids are able to get plenty of sunlight. The tree is not affected by that orchid. So these orchids grow on the trunks. They get nice and tall. It helps them reach that sunlight, and the trees are not affected. Commensalism, mutualism, or parasitism? It is commensalism. Commensalism. Number six,